pop, please.
Huh?
The little booty pop, please.
Just a little
Put a
one.
stamp on it.
There's this dumb dance I want to do to Adam. This dumb TikTok trend is like you like learn this stupid dance and then you do it to your boyfriend to see how he reacts.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can't wait to see how he reacts.
Yeah, I like doing like young people challenges when I'm old. It's like, do it to your boyfriend. I've been married for 15 years. See how your boyfriend reacts.
Just gotta keep it fresh.
Will
you
he
know?
break up with you? Yeah, yeah. Exactly. That's how we're going strong still. Speaking of keeping it fresh, I had no segue for
I'm still waiting for it.
I had no segue. I'm like, what is happening? What are we going to talk about? Oh, one thing I want to talk about before we stop talking about fights is that insane spinning back elbow KO. Oh my God.
I saw it and I was like, hey, Ange, that's what it's supposed to look like.
Oh, rude. Well, I can't even claim that mine looks like that because whenever Adam will demonstrate, he's trying to make me do it better. His looks like that, and then I'll do it, and he'll be like, "Meh, meh."
Well, at least you spin. I don't spin.
It's so pretty. It was so pretty. What was it? Ferreira? How do you say his name? I always mess up the
Ferreira.
Ferreira. It was Ferreira versus
Stoltzfus.
Yeah,
I'm just
you
pretending
take
I
that
know how to
away.
say that.
You take that one away. Basically, just put a sock in your mouth and try to say it, and you'll say it right. Yeah, Dustin Stoltzfus. That guy was really making him work. Like that guy was winning the fight. Basically, this all happened in one round. That fight was insane. Did they get fight of the night? Oh, there was no fight of the night, was there? I saw there were 4 bonuses for finishes.
I thought there were performance bonuses, but
Yeah, but I don't know if anyone got a fight of the night
Hold on, let me
bonus.
see.
But if they did,
no, he got a performance bonus.
but there was no fight of the night.
No,
That's a shame because that was a crazy fight.
it was ugly.
It was ugly, but there was everything, you know. It had the drama, it had the reversals, it had one guy looking like they were out. I thought Ferreira's Ferreira. I thought his leg was messed up after that leg attack. He went for a knee bar and started to get the heel, and then he was able to pop out, but he was kind of dragging that leg afterwards. I'm like, oh shit, he's fucked up. And then he came back with that crazy elbow when he was backed up against the cage, and that started that onslaught of punches and knees and everything. And then for him to drop him with that same elbow coming forward, beautiful. It was beautiful Muay Thai.
Beautiful.
Oh,
Stamp
man.
of approval.
Oh my God. I was just like, oh. Such a great finish. Everyone finished when he finished.
My favorite finish was hold on.
Tell me. The viewers are dying to know.
Where did he go? Gosh darn it. Prates versus Radke.
I didn't see that fight, but I saw the finish. Holy shit.
My God.
That looks so painful.
It was an Edwards knee.
Yeah.
So he had Radke backed up against the cage.
An Edwards knee.
It was an Edwards knee.
I never even thought about that.
So he's southpaw.
Mm-hmm.
And he lands a mean straight left. And then he becomes really vocal and animated. He's taunting him because he was like, oh, I just set you up, bro. And then he threw the punch and then the knee right behind it, dropped him, hit him to the body, dropped him so freaking hard. I felt really bad for Radke, but oh my God.
What a setup.
Oh my God, it was beautiful. The knees he was throwing, the way he utilized his range, his footwork, it was a thing of beauty. It was like he was on ice skates.
Ooh, I love that.
It was like he was on fucking ice skates.
Just like the really cool people at the roller skate ring.
Yeah, he was skating backwards, sideways. He was doing that weave thing.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful, beautiful thing.
Yeah, I gotta
you
watch
gotta
that.
watch that. You will appreciate it.
Yeah,
It
it'll
was
make me
beautiful.
get back to hitting pads. I've been very lazy.
Girl, you're good.
Man, yeah, I want to see that. I love it when someone is able to set something up. Another person who just had some really nice striking on deck was Taylor Lapilis. Lapilis. I know his name because he fought Wilson in that Aries promotion before he got into the UFC, and he fought Cody Stamann on the prelims.
I thought Stamann was gonna win because
Yeah.
I watched Hold on.
Lapilis.
Lapilis.
Taylor Lapilis.
Lapilis. Because I watched his last fight and he fought somebody who was really tough and grindy and gritty, and I saw him. He was getting back up to his feet really well, but I thought that Stamann would be able to close the distance and just be all over him on the ground, and that was not the case.
Yeah, and similar thing happened when he fought Wilson. He was doing a great job of keeping Wilson away, but then in that last round, Wilson was able to get him down and hang on him, and it kind of showed like, okay, this is where he needs to work on, just keeping those people away. And I think that fight just showed him, hey, you really gotta hunker down on your grappling. So they were saying in the commentary that he just started grappling every day instead of a couple times a week, and you could see it in there. He just had confidence. Like every time Cody Stamann was shooting on him, he'd sprawl hard. He could time it well, and then he would just start throwing the stab kicks, throwing the knees up the middle. He was stunting on him a lot. Just very efficient movement. It was real nice to see. There was some real really like hot striking moments in this card. Lots of beautiful Muay Thai, beautiful like knees and
Like
elbows.
Marcos as well. Did we just talk about him?
No, we didn't. Yeah,
Okay.
That fight. Yeah, he was stunning on him too.
Marcos on Castaneda.
Jeez, yeah, that was a really great fight as well. These guys are on form.
Marcos has been really impressive in all of his outings. I'm interested to see how he does once he, gets into that top 10, top 5 range, because he's been so impressive. The way he pressures people down. You always talk about that moving wall in the video games.
Yeah.
He is a fucking moving wall.
He is.
He stalks his prey, he pressures them, and he sets up beautiful knees. Utilizes the cage really well too. He throws some really funky knees in like places that I know you just don't think of. He's very creative with his knees and very precise. I have to give hats off to Castaneda though, because he was not having a great first round. He went back to the corner and he started making adjustments to try and make it, a tougher fight. So he made good adjustments. It just was not enough.
And he almost dropped the guy.
Yes, he did.
Almost made the best adjustment in the last like 20 seconds of the fight. But it was just a little too late. It was too little too late. Yeah, I was impressed with Marcos being able to survive that lapse of judgment too. And it wasn't even like his hands were down. Castaneda was able to hit that, top of the head knockout button that happens every now and then where they just hit the top of the skull. And I feel like that shake, that motion of something hitting you on the head right there, it's one of those knockout buttons that people don't really talk about a lot. And a lot of times people are able to hit that just right and wobble someone. I forget, there's been a few really famous knockouts.
That's how McGregor got Dustin Poirier when he was coming in. Dustin was coming in really hard and McGregor caught him. I think it was a left hook and just caught him like right on that top button spot.
You can't block that. You just got to get out the way. And you can't even tell when it's going to go up there because it looks the same as when they're going straight to your chin. So it's a really nice one. I think if people target it more, you're going to see a lot more knockouts and crazy reversals just because we're coded to keep our hands right here. But yeah, that was a really good read by him. Almost got the job done. But I would have been sad just because Marcos was just so ahead of him in points, just scoring, doing everything right. You could tell he was the better fighter that night. And yeah, it was really lovely to watch just how he was so commanding of his range. He never got too close. He never let Castaneda really get anything off. Every time he would try to do something, he'd just pop out and then pop back in with knees and punches and elbows, just using every limb in the way that it's supposed to be done. There were a lot of just technical displays, seminars going on that card. That was one of them. But there was a weird moment with the nut shot.
That didn't happen?
The nut shot that didn't happen, the phantom nut shot. What do you think about that?
I think it probably caught him in a spot. And it probably really hurt and took him out of the game.
Yeah, right?
Because it was like right above the cup, right below the belly button. It's a very sensitive little spot.
Yeah, there's stuff there. There's organs and stuff there.
Yeah.
Not your balls.
No, but I'm sure they feel it a little bit.
There's other stuff there that hurts, and that stab kick, that one, I think that's what it was, right? Like a little
toe kick. Yeah,
yeah, that stab kick, that it does make you feel like you're having surgery done in that spot. Like it just digs into you. It's really nasty. It feels like a stab. That's what it feels like. That's why it's called that. And he landed that a couple times, and dude, the replay made it seem like it might have should have been stopped because of the way he reacted. Like, I don't know, how does that usually happen when someone claims foul and there wasn't a foul, but they stopped fighting?
Well, I think that the ref got it right, you know,
by letting it continue.
Yeah. Because at that point it's been paused. So even if it was a not shot or a shot that could have been a fight ending blow, either way, like there was too much time and space to let him recover. So you have to let the fight go on.
Yeah. There was a pretty funny moment. Oh, so I commentated Cage Warriors yesterday. Was that yesterday? No, the day before. Friday. It's been a long week. I commentated Cage Warriors Friday, so make sure to check it out and tell me how I did. It's on UFC Fight Pass. But I was watching their show before last, and they had a chick fight on there, and they almost had a groin shot, what do you call it? No contest.
In Cage Warriors?
Yeah.
Really?
In a chick fight. That's the emphasis. Cage Warriors is an emphasis. It's the chick fight.
Did the toes go up?
No, it was a what was it? I think it was a kick. No, it was a knee. So it was a knee to the vagine. A knee to the vagine. The girl was pressing the other girl. This girl, she's like second generation MMA fighter, Kennedy Freeman. Do you know who the first Freeman is? I forget his name, but he used to be in the UFC, had a kid. Now she's an MMA fighter, 4-0, I think 5-0 now, or maybe 4-0. She was fighting this other chick, and the other chick was Giselle, I think her name is. The other chick, Giselle, was pushing her up against the fence. They both threw knees, and Giselle got hit in the cooch. And they stopped the fight. And they were looking at the replays. She was so upset. She's like holding her crotch and complaining to the refs. And I think they were getting doctors in to look at her. And I'm just like, really?
Chill.
Really? Like, take a break and then get back to the fight. Like, it's not
Was
the
she
same
losing?
thing.
Was she looking for a way out?
She was losing. Well, it was actually, she wasn't losing yet, really. It was a back and forth fight, but I think her whole plan was to press Freeman up against the fence, and like we were saying with the King and Air fight, that gets tiring. So I think she was a little tired. She needed a break. I think she was maybe ready to quit. And then the ref goes, there wasn't a groin shot. Continue fighting. How embarrassing is that? How embarrassing is that? Like, guys, okay, if you're going to fake a foul, make sure that it looks good enough on camera that it hit it. Like, with replays, I feel like it's really, really risky to fake a foul these days.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, there's evidence, and you get to rewind and replay it as many times as you need to, and to make the decision.
Yeah, I mean the most popular sport in the world, football or soccer as we call it in America, they fake injuries all the time. But now that you have video replay and it's not really as accepted in MMA, that's not really a thing you want to do. So this girl, she was on the ground holding her crotch, complaining, acting like she couldn't continue.
Oh my gosh.
Her thing got a pounding. And then they go, there was no groin shot. Keep fighting.
What did she do?
She kept fighting.
Did she
she
snap out of it?
No, well, yeah, she was fine.
Did she all of a sudden just, oh, okay.
Oh, okay. I guess I gotta keep fighting. And then she got knocked out. So
maybe she was just really milking it because she was really tired.
Yeah. No, for sure. Have you ever been hit in the crotch so bad that your body couldn't continue to fight?
In training, I've been kneed very, very hard. And it put me in the fetal position. I was like on my back. Somebody was in my guard and they opened it and then tried to like knee slide in.
Ooh, nice.
So it was a pretty aggressive knee slice. And it got me and my girl.
Did it butter your whole biscuit on the way past?
And then some.
The biscuit, the taco, all of it got buttered.
It was a very overzealous knee and it really freaking hurt. And it did take my breath away and make me need to recover a little bit.
Like, 1 second.
Gather myself, say a prayer, visualize like murdering the person a couple times in my head. And then I was fine. I've never been fouled in a fight though. That's a whole different kind of feeling and adrenaline. And I mean, things hurt, or you're like, you get hit and you're like, oh, that probably hurt, but your adrenaline is going, so you can't necessarily like feel all of it. I haven't felt that in a fight, so I don't know what it would do to me in that sense, but I don't know that it would take me out of the fight like that.
It's hard to imagine. And then at the same time, because it's never happened to us, it feels like it's not a thing that it can happen.
Yeah.
Like we've both been eye poked.
That's terrible.
That hurts like a motherfucker.
Oh yeah.
Even getting punched in the eye sucks, but like getting eye poked, that's something that could really take you out of your game. I feel like all the fouls that you see on a normal basis, every fighter has had that happen to them, either in a fight or in training, where they're like, yeah, that's a real thing. That doesn't feel like. I feel like the adrenaline will mask the pain that you feel, because I've been kneed in crotch hard before too. In a similar position, like I was showing someone, a green person, how to throw a knee and clinch, and I was like, yeah, so you're just gonna bring your hips back and go like this. And she's like, oh, she didn't bring her hips back, she brought her knee straight up straight up into the goods. She rung my little bell. She rung my bell down there, and it hurts like a motherfucker. But at the same time, if my adrenaline is going, if I'm in a fight or flight state, I didn't feel like that would stop me from trying to beat her up.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, it just never happened to me before.
I've kneed someone and then they complained that I hit them in the crotch, but it was a very short break and then reset.
Was that the fight where you also headbutted them and
no, that wasn't that fight.
You headbutted them with your knee?
I had that scar. That's from her tooth. That's from her fucking tooth.
It was a headbutt.
No, bitch. It wasn't.
If you've never seen Jessica Penne versus Lisa Ellis, which one, do yourself a favor and watch it, because it is a bloody, beautiful, violent
I really miss the feeling of somebody else's blood on me.
Ooh.
I really fucking do.
We need to get you back in there quick. Maybe you could hit up Tomar, be the first person to beat up an Indian woman in the UFC.
Chill.
Oh, shit. What did I knock over?
At least that wasn't your coffee.
Yeah. That was karma right there. It was like, chill out, bitch. You already talked shit about her for a whole hour.
Give her a break.
Leave her alone. She did it for history.
It's not her fault. Blame the media for latching onto it.
That was what's the Indian god with the arms?
Oh, I forget.
Oh wait, no, she thanks Jesus. She thanked Jesus. That was Jesus. Jesus told me to chill out. She's Christian. That was the karma that I just received.
At least it was instant, you know.
Instant is better. I don't like the slow. You
don't want to
wait
for it. You never know when it's coming.
You're I know.
Love it.
I'll relax. I'll stop. I need to get my phone so I can see what other topics we have. Let's move on.
That's right. I got time. We'll wait.
Oh, man. What else is going on in MMA right now?
Oh, well, we still have another will he, won't he moment.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. We still don't know if Conor McGregor and Michael Chandler are going to actually do the thing that we've been talking about doing for, it seems like years now.
Man, it has been years.
I feel like it's been 2. I mean, I'm at this stage in my life where time just kind of like warps together. So like last week was actually like 6 months ago, or like something that happened last year. I'm like, well, didn't that happen like 2 days ago? No.
That's how I feel whenever I'm bugging Brian for another fight. I'm like, yo, so and so already got booked again. He's like, you fought last week. Like,
chill the fuck out.
I haven't been sleeping well.
I feel like it's like the youngest child often has this kind of complex where it's just like much like an only child, like everything is kind of all about them.
What?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Well, I feel like the oldest child thinks they know everything.
Because they do.
Yeah. All right. Sure you do. Sure you do. Well, whatever. I was just agreeing with you that time moves slow sometimes, but it has actually been about 2 years since Tough. And since the Tough that they were on, we might see Valentina and Alexa Grasso fight before Michael Chandler.
Fight a third time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Before we see Michael Chandler and Thingy. And that was 2 Toughs ago.
Yeah.
So, man, y'all need to get your shit together. Hopefully he shows up because now there was like a lapse where they weren't doing a lot of advertisement after Conor just ditched the press conference. I heard that Michael Chandler was on his way to the airport to Ireland, and then he got a call saying, hey, don't get on the plane.
At least he wasn't on the flight.
I feel like Michael Chandler would have held it down just him, though. I think there would have been a lot of disappointed people, but
I mean, they're in Ireland. They're not showing up to see Michael Chandler.
I know there would have been a lot of disappointed people, but I still think he would have held it down.
I feel like pints would have been thrown.
Oh no.
Booze would have been echoing throughout the halls of that press conference.
Bottles of proper 12 just flying at him.
Yeah, leprechauns dancing around the aisles, causing mischief.
Where's me pot of gold?
I think it would have just been
pandemonium.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I was going to say shit show, but yes.
Oh, yes.
that too.
That too. So that's a shame. Where was Conor? Like, was he in Ireland? Did he just
Nobody knows.
He's on his boat.
Nobody knows. If you guys know, please tell us. I would love to know. I love a wee bit of gossip.
Where in the world is
Conor McGregor?
Yeah. I love that show.
Never seen it, but I know. But I know the song.
That would be an amazing Halloween costume for you.
My hair's too long.
No, it's not. Carmen Sandiego.
Oh yeah, and I get to wear the trench coat too.
Yes, girl, you would kill that.
Yeah.
Yes,
we'll do it.
Yeah. Did you think I met Conor McGregor?
No.
Oh.
No, but I just like
Her hair's long. Let me.
No, it is long. Photo. It's long.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I was like, maybe this is a one of those. What is that thing?
Oh, the Mandela effect?
Yeah, I'm like,
One of those Mandela.
Shit,
yeah.
Does she not have hair at all?
No, she does. She has longer hair.
I feel like the fact that I live in San Diego is really weird. Because I love this show so much. Yes, this is what she looks. Oh, yeah. Jess, you would kill that outfit. We need to get you a red hat.
I want a patent leather trench coat.
I was a nerd, so I really liked, all the trivia shows and stuff.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, and like that was one of my favorite. made me want to travel. But yeah, I wonder where he was. He might have been on his boat somewhere. He might have been
sleeping off a bender.
Yeah.
Have you seen all the footage of him like in camp partying at the clubs?
I have.
It's man. I'm like, is he trolling like Ryan Garcia?
Could be.
Maybe.
Could be. Yeah, I think it'd be I think that could be his mind game right now because Michael Chandler doesn't seem like the type where you can just talk shit and get him riled up. He's too much of a water off a duck's back kind of vibe going into fight weeks and stuff.
Yeah, and he practices his stuff too.
Yeah, he practices his stuff. He doesn't get caught up if he messes up. He's not like a Colby where he messes up his lines.
No, he's a showman.
Yeah, he's a showman. He's a politician.
Yeah.
So I feel like this is Conor's way to troll him outside of that, where he doesn't have to get into his head that way. Maybe he'll lower his guard, making Chandler think that he's running around partying and not really training that hard. And then he comes in and he's regular prime Conor McGregor.
Yeah, I don't know that Michael Chandler really would like buy into any of the McGregor shenanigans. I think he's like one of those people that is just very like
focused on himself.
Focused, yeah.
Yeah. We shall see. Hopefully the fight happens, because that would be a really fun one to watch. Could be the comeback of Conor McGregor. Could be Michael Chandler becoming a multimillionaire.
I think he already is.
More so.
I feel like he already
more
is.
Comfortable in his multi-millions, to the point where IRS will make sure that he's paying all his taxes.
Oh, yeah.
Right away.
Oh, yeah. They're definitely auditing him.
Yeah, because that didn't happen to Nate until after he beat Conor. That's when they were like, hey, give
us some back pay.
It's like been 20 years. We didn't notice before, but we notice now. For Nate.
Sneaky bitches.
Yeah.
They'll get you.
Did you see that brawl that happened with the Nate Diaz
Masvidal, right?
Masvidal,
yes.
like fucking brawl that happened.
They just can't help themselves.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I don't know what was the catalyst for it though. I saw them going off like at the press conference, and then I didn't see enough of what happened before the camera turned on, like when they were backstage.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, it is, yeah. But you can always count on Nate Diaz or Nick Diaz for that matter, but mostly Nate. He's the younger brother, so he
he's the more impressionable one.
Yeah, he's always stirring shit up.
Oh, so rude.
But you can always count on him to make things interesting and exciting, and potentially get the cops involved. So thank you very much, Nate
Thanks,
Diaz.
Nate.
You're my favorite.
Quit choking people out on street corners.
Oh my gosh,
gonna get you in trouble. There was another brawl at a grappling tournament, like this week or last weekend or something like that.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah, it was like JJ World League. There was a bunch of parents fighting, and apparently they had the medals. You know how? Yeah.
Like soap,
girl.
Like soap in a towel.
Yes,
like that, like prison style.
They were prison style on each other. They had the medals. They're these thick fucking medals, like this thick and hard, and they were swinging them at each other. There was blood and everything.
Damn, what are you trying to teach your kids, parents?
I know.
How did it start?
I don't know. I'm sure like
somebody hold on to it too long, or
I don't know. Like I didn't hear about it. I still have to like find the video. But everyone was talking about it at jiu-jitsu the other day, and you know how parents can be more aggro than the actual people who do jiu-jitsu
because they're living vicariously through their children because they never accomplished anything in their lives.
Exactly. They're like, go be great, because I wasn't.
Do it for me.
Do it for me. Do it for our bloodline.
I don't care if you like this at all. You're going to do it because I can't.
Try harder, because I never done this before and I don't know how hard it is. But you're not doing enough.
You're not doing it right.
Yeah, do it better.
Oh my gosh.
So it's always the parents. And it was the parents who don't know how to fight because they're using metals to hit each other with.
Damn, that is crazy. I need to see that footage.
Yeah, me too. I'll find it and I'll leave it in the comments. Comment if you want to see that BJJ brawl by non-BJJ practitioners.
I'm already commenting. I want to see it.
Yes, okay. And I'll leave it the link.
Wow.
It's pretty nuts. And JJ World League is a pretty like low key grappling tournament too. It's usually very chill, lots of just it's like one of those in-house tournaments. It's usually just a lot of like, people showing up, they get their grapples in. It has a chill weigh-in system. Like everything about it is very chill. So I'm always amazed when people at these chill tournaments like Naga or JJ World League or something like that get aggro, because like, hey, it doesn't mean that much, This is for the athletes
and their children.
They're tiny people.
Yeah.
And they look at you to see how to carry themselves in the future.
And now they think that swinging medals around and busting people up is appropriate because they, see what you're doing and they follow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
They're like little sponges. And that's what you just taught them. Good job.
Good job.
Well done.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a rough one to follow. It does make me sad.
I don't know where to go from this.
Well, this has been another two-strike. Oh, it really does make me sad. Oh, but one thing I wanted to start dropping is technique videos. So I think that was a great idea, the Stanley Cup one. Maybe we could do how to dodge a medal. How to dodge a medal at a grappling tournament one. Yes. Frame, but if you don't frame at the right angle, it'll whip around.
Yeah, that's why I put it up high and I did a double.
Long.
A double.
Yeah, you got to get long with it.
Yeah,
otherwise.
Probably putting a push kick out at the same time too.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, or dropping down for a double.
Double leg is what I would.
Yeah, when anything's like waving kind of thing, you got to close the distance.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not as effective because you don't want to be on the end of that metal.
No.
As you don't want to be on the end of a punch.
Yeah.
You got to close that distance. You got to suffocate them.
Yeah, and you got to think of the metal as like a hook coming at you. It's not going to come straight at you. It's always going to come at an angle. So these are the angles that you have to protect.
Yeah, and it's going to wrap around you like a foot on a kick. Can you imagine just...
Ow!
Damn, that is gnarly.
Yeah, I think a lot of it depends on how long the neck area of the metal is. What do you call that? The string? How long that is?
Damn.
Really determines.
That's gnarly.
Ugh, it's so nasty.
I got to see it.
Yeah, me too. I got to find it. Find it.
Fuck.
I'll find that fight for you. Yeah. So anything else happening in MMA news?
I think we're done here.
I think we're done. That's too much to follow. Let's do our picks for next week.
Oh, okay.
While
we can end
we're
on that
here.
note.
Do a little quick.
This one was a wash.
Yeah. This one was a wash. Jess doesn't have to drink any burritos today.
Even Angela doesn't have to drink any burritos. You'll get yours.
Hey, okay.
You'll get yours, girl.
Well, you do have a good chance with these picks because I don't know much about these guys. But
Okay.
I think
Shit, neither do I.
Okay.
I mean, we can just pick random ones.
Okay.
We don't have to pick the top of the card.
We don't have to know what's going on. We just have to kind of know.
We can Rochambeau it.
Rochambeau. Wait, why am I not getting the next one?
Because your phone hates you.
It does. It's not giving me.
I have it pulled
Okay, here it is. Okay. It was only giving me Whitaker for some reason. So next week, June 15th, we have some fights coming up. We have Alex Perez versus Tatsuro Taira. And for the co-main, we have Ikram Aliksarov versus Antonio Tricoli. You got any favorites in either of those?
No.
Yeah. Okay. So my picks for this UFC, I'm gonna go with Perez, and I'm gonna go with Tricoli because I like his name. I like saying it. And just for fun, I'm also gonna pick Miles Johns over Silva D'Andrade because he looks like a light-skinned Wilson Hayes. Who you got out of those three?
Well, you got to pick first.
You can pick the same one. You
No,
know?
I know.
Yeah.
So the Perez and the Tatsuro Taira, it's kind of an interesting one. So Taira won road to the UFC.
Okay.
He's a really impressive wrestler, but just a wrestler, like a suffocating wrestler. And Perez is a gamey veteran, so like I've got to lean on Perez for this one.
Okay.
Although I think Taira may give him a really hard time.
I mean, he had that tough fight with Matus. Wait, what's his name? What is his name?
I can see his face.
I was about to say Gamrot. No, Makayev.
Makayev.
He had a really tough one with Makayev, but that was his first fight back in forever. So I feel like if anything, that fight is going to get him ready for another grimy wrestler.
I gotta go with Perez too.
And what's the deal with them giving them the toughest matchups? Like this guy's 15-0.
But a lot of his fights were
Makayev was 12-0.
A lot of his fights were like overseas, road to the octagon. So the level, although he did really well in his last fight, the level of competition still is not up to par with what Perez has faced. So I'm gonna go with Perez on this one.
Okay. And who else you got? Who do you have for the co-main?
I mean, I really like Chikoli's last name. However, this guy, Aliskerov, he has an Ov on the end of his name.
And he has no mustache. Shit, I didn't notice.
So I'm gonna go with him. Aliskerov.
Dang. Okay.
Just I knowing nothing else, he has the beard and the Ov on the last name, so I'm gonna go with him.
Okay. I'm a little worried about that one.
Yeah.
And who do you have? Douglas Silva de Andrade or Miles Johns? Light skin Wilson.
I'll go opposite you. I'll go with Silva de Andrade.
Okay, that might help me out because I did not realize Ikram didn't have a mustache.
Yeah, you fucked up, girl.
Oh fuck! Man.
What are you doing?
It's
like you just got tic-tac-toe first move and you put it like on the middle.
Oh, it's side piece.
Yeah, the side middle. Like, what did you do?
I don't know.
Why did you do that?
I don't know.
I know.
I'm an idiot. I just want a burrito. That's what it is. Please give me a burrito. So we have to think of a new punishment too, or it could be what do you call it? A reward for the winner or a punishment for the loser. We got to think of something different to do.
Well, we have a week to decide.
Yeah, we have a week to decide. Maybe you guys in the comments will help us out. We did get a funny one, and I'm not sure if it's a reward or a punishment.
We get fetishy ones. No, you haven't told me though.
I didn't tell you.
I'm just assuming.
Dude, you're spot on.
Fucking psychic.
So it said the loser should be forced to dress up as Cammy from Street Fighter. And post it on Twitter. I'm like,
guys are so predictable.
I'm like, oh.
She's basically naked. She's wearing like a fucking bathing suit, basically.
I'm like, oh, you mean the winner? I have that in my closet right now. So yeah, if you guys have any suggestions, there's a good chance we might pluck that up and use it for the next picks video. So, oh, there we go. Wait, no, you got to do right hand.
Sorry.
I feel like right hand is like the one you have to do for that.
Oh, okay.
So we're on.
That was the one I was coughing into, so I was trying to give you the less germy one.
Great. Now I gotta wash this hand. So let's do it real quick for the shorts though. So for this fight night, Perez versus Taira, I have Alex Perez winning versus Taira. Antonio Tricoli, and then I'm gonna pick Miles Johns over Silva de Andrade. Who you got?
All right. So my picks, I'm going for Alex Perez. I'm going for Ikram Aliskerov because the Ov, and then I'm going for Douglas Silva de Andrade opposite you.
Let's see who wins.
It's a bet
in this week's Duelbits picks. All right, guys, this has been another Two Straws.
See ya.
See ya.